We were bad yesterday. We have a confession to make.
Yes. With the permission of somebody who
Some random
tangentially works for the CRT. We stayed on the water point last night. Because basically, number one, apparently there hasn't been another boat through here in about 3 weeks. Number two, the small, kind of seemingly permanently moored boat that is right in the little nook where there is movement for one more mooring location is positioned in just such a way that you can't make it pass without smashing part of it. So.
Because of its awkward shape and also some overgrown vegetation. Otherwise, you would have gone around there.
Yeah.
So we stayed on the water point.
Yeah. And strangely, no one showed up to complain.
But we decided to stay here because that's a lock landing there. And we could have gone back over there, but all the facilities are here. So we stayed.
Yeah.
And
it's more secure.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lock gate. And there was a shower here, so we were like, oh, let's have hot, long showers.
And then it turned out that the showers are disabled currently. So.
We asked the workman yesterday, and he was like, no, one of them works.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. There's no water, there's no power.
So we still smell, and our hair hasn't been washed. So
George has been naughty.
Has he?
Yes.
What did he do?
He made me get up at just before midnight to go take him for a walkies.
I don't remember.
Yeah. He was up all night.
Oh yeah, it was up and down all night.
Yeah, so I'm like half asleep.
I remember that now. Well, last night we had a stressful, hour-long discussion and
where to go.
Research session of all the routes in Birmingham with the closures. Oh my god, we both got a little bit
There's way too many, and there's several different Nicholson's guides, all of which have slightly different maps that don't exactly.
Yeah, so the Nicholson's guide, you're flicking backwards and forwards. Then we've got one overview map which doesn't zoom in enough on the Birmingham area. So then we were online, but on the stupid CRT map, you click on it and then it zooms in 500%, so you just get to see one.
Yeah.
So we were both Argh.
And then the Nicholson's guides, it's Birmingham itself is actually spread across 3 different guides.
Yeah.
And they've all got a little overview map of the canals that guide section.
But then it doesn't show the
covers. Yeah, so so you've got to look at the overview map of all 3 guides to be able to get a complete picture of what Birmingham actually looks like.
So what we decided was, we're by a little triangle. I don't even know what the names are. I'll put them on the screen. We're on one corner of the triangle and we want to finish on another corner of the triangle, but we don't want to miss a bit, so we've got to do 4 sides of a triangle basically.
Right.
3 sides of a triangle, but 1 side twice.
3 sides of a triangle, 1 side twice.
I see you went happy with that.
Because my logical brain is 4 sides of a triangle.
But then that means they've all got locks on them as well. So.
Yeah. So what we were probably going to do, in fact, what I've decided we are going to do.
The dictator.
Yeah, I'm the dictator. So we're going to go down. Yes.
Because he has to go everywhere. I just miss one side of it, but you've got to go everywhere on the network, even this tiny little arm here.
So, what I think I shall do is we will go down to the bottom of the triangle. We will go partway over. There is a turning point there near the base of the little flight of locks.
Halfway up the triangle side.
We'll come back. We'll go up. We'll go down. We'll come back to the other side of that side of the triangle, and we will in fact not traverse a few locks. Ones where it's kind of they're so close together you could stand at one end and look and see the other end.
So there's no point going down them just to come back up.
Yeah, there's no point doing 6 locks down to turn around and come back and do 6 locks up just to say we covered that. Yeah, exactly.
And then we're going to head into...
We're saving water.
And then we're going to head into Birmingham. So that was what we decided, and get a central Birmingham mooring. That's what we decided last night. And we realised it was 40 locks. So it's going to take us 2 days.
So today we're going to go up one side of the triangle, turn partially down at the junction, and find ourselves at, I believe it's called Cuckoo Lane or Cuckoo Bridge. There is a small mooring point and facilities there, similar to the one we're on today.
Okay.
And then the next day we'll come down the rest of the triangle and go into Gas Street Basin.
Which is exciting.
Yeah. So
we should go because it's threatening terrain.
Yes, and there's a lot of locks.
Yes.
So good fun.
Good fun.
Curzon Street Tunnel. We're just below the Ashton Locks, which is the section we are not going to go through to save ourselves doing basically 12 locks in one day, 6 down, 6 up, 6 up, 6 down. We told you another we'd have to do it twice. It doesn't make sense to do it twice, so I'm going to take a quick little walk up and see what we're missing, but it's only a couple hundred yards, so it's not very much. George will come with me. What do you think of Ashton Tunnel, George? Right, so George and I have walked through Ashton Tunnel and up the Ashton Locks. That behind me is basically where the turning point is, so if we come back down this way, we'll turn there, and then here behind me is the top Ashton Lock, and behind that Ashton Tunnel. So that's the section we won't actually be taking the boat through. So Perseverance won't go there, but I did, and George did. And now we're heading back. See all the tires and muck and crap and everything just coming down?
What a day.
Yeah.
We didn't get quite as far as we wanted to because we came across this visitor mooring. What's it called? Salt City.
Star City.
Michael had expressed an interest in going to a movie theatre, and there's one in this whole complex, so
that was convenient, and
we were wet and miserable.
yeah, it started raining pretty bad. Burbank, I keep saying Burbank. Burbank is not interesting. Where we are, Birmingham is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been a cruise of two halves. The first half was brilliant.
Yeah.
Like coming down.
And honestly, if it hadn't been raining, the second half would have been mainly us looking at the sheer tonnage of waste that's been thrown over the side by a bunch of auto wreckers. Anyway, that one particular auto breaker, the entirety of the length of their property, there's just nothing but tires thrown over the side, radial belts that have been oil drums, diesel. There was half of the torso of a mannequin, which is really...
But it's just so blatant. I don't understand how, if it is just a business on that side...
It's a series of businesses,
but how can they get away with it? Anyway, it was disgusting. And it's also that, like, the second half is just lots of brick warehouses backing onto the canal.
Yeah, and it was funny because a lot of them they looked like brick warehouses, but they were actually just a brick wall. And on the other side, there was a sheer drop. So there was just a thin brick wall, sometimes with a breeze block brick wall built behind it.
So do you think
they're just a facade?
There used to be a building there? Or? There
was at some point a building there, and now they've sort of reinforced it, left a facade up to keep them from tossing tires and stuff, I'm sure, over the side.
But the Camp Hill locks we did first, and by some good fortune, a Canal and River Trust employee came along, turned the tap on, he said, because the bottom pound was
nearly empty.
Yeah, 2 foot down. And,
but by the time we got there, it was quite comfortably...
I said to him, did you know we were coming? Did you come and fix this just for us?
Yeah.
But he said no, he does it every day. And he said he's got this huge area, so he was kind of in a bit of a rush. But says if he doesn't keep on top of everything and something goes wrong, like a boat gets stuck, he has like this massive backlog of things to do. So
luckily,
we're very thankful for him for coming along.
Yeah, because he said it was like 2 feet down. So when we got to the bottom, there was plenty of water, and we went over to Typhoo Basin.
Yeah, that whole area was just really nice, really fascinating, and it has so much potential, don't you think?
Lots of potential. I mean, it was, it was definitely a rundown area that is starting to be rebuilt. There were, sort of needles everywhere, and there was broken glass. But you started to get to the feel that, like, especially around the area of the Birmingham University extension and the small flight of locks, we decided not to actually go up, but I walked it, and I've got some video on there. That was all, like, obviously being sort of reclaimed in a way that I think is actually going to be pretty good.
And it didn't feel too sketchy. Like, there were people hanging around, but I think it's just because it started raining, because they're hanging around under bridges.
Yeah.
So we did Typhoon Basin, and then we went under the tunnel to the bottom of the locks and had a look round, and then Michael had to back
up through a tunnel.
round a bend, and then I went to wait under a bridge because there were some people hanging around in the tunnel, and I was like, oh, they were nice. I can't remember what they said to me, but they said hello anyway.
Yeah. And they were asking me about...
They were asking questions, so they were fine, but I just didn't feel like hanging around under that tunnel. So I went up to the next bridge to wait out of the rain, and I was like, I could get high standing under this bridge.
Yeah.
And then I looked round the corner, and all I could see were these, like, 2 sets of feet sticking out, these 2 work guys just
totally puffing up. They were clearly in a good mood. And there was lots of kind of newish graffiti, and some of it was actually quite good.
It's such a colourful area.
Yeah, it was interesting. And then we got down this way, and we started going through all the muck.
And then it started raining at the bottom of the locks when we turned around.
And then we started finding weird things, like the security camera.
Why it's on my boat now, I don't know.
I've decided that it'd be kind of interesting to... I've always wondered what exactly is inside these things. And clearly this one's been abandoned. Yeah, it's just...
It's full of water, I can hear it.
I know, no, it's sloshing around. It's just kind of funny, like because I've got a history with cameras. I'm kind of like, oh, what is it? Like screw mount sea lens, or what? What sort of, what sort of...
I hope you look at it soon, and I'm not carrying that.
No, we won't be carrying it for very long. But it struck me as funny that this was floating around in the lock, and I didn't really want it going underneath the prop, and I was worried about the wires going underneath the prop.
And it was probably best to have it out of the canal. There's so much rubbish.
Yeah.
So we did the 5 locks. I don't even remember what they were called.
The 5 locks.
We did 5 locks in the rain, so that was pretty miserable, and pretty much stopped filming there because it was just too wet. And
then we had to stop about 3 bridges back so I could get a bunch of crap off the prop, so I can't feel this arm at all now.
It was still raining, so we did it under a bridge. But I tried to get the back of the boat under the bridge that you were driving, but I was stood in the rain holding it.
Yeah. Motorized bicycle on the towpath.
So we're on this secure mooring, there's a fence, and
it's a good place for the night.
Yeah.
And it's not where we thought we were going to be, but we'll probably move up to where we thought we were going to be tomorrow. But I need to get feeling back in my arm. Yeah, I pulled a bucket of plastic, like just a ridiculous amount of plastic off the prop.
We didn't film it because it was just too much rain.
Where'd you put the bucket?
There.
Yeah, so it's just miles and miles and miles of plastic wadding. Yeah, I'm sorry. You got filthy.
And it's typical that we went to the laundry yesterday. Both got clean clothes on now. We're both covered in mud and anyway.
Typical life on the canal.
Good fun. A lot happened today. It was a really good day until
the rain.
Until it wasn't.
So, thanks for watching. Like, hit the thumbs up, comment, subscribe, click the bell. Is that all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Recording?
This is recording. That is blown out.
What?
And funky looking.
There we go.
There we go.
Funky.
Hello. We are the Funky Monkeys.
Speak for yourself.
She is the Funky Monkey. Speak for myself.
As you can see.
My hair hasn't been washed.
Still love you.
Yeah, well, yes, I still accept your smell. We're in the middle of nowhere. Only half a wall left.
Salt City.
Star City.
Star City.
Because Salt City would be. Welcome to Salt City in Pepperville.
We're in Star City.
Famous for the tamarind something or other. I don't know. Yeah. Good thumb. Good
thumb.
Good thumb. Is that all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Where's George's lead? I thought I put it there.
I don't know where you put it. It was right there. Just sounded like Obama there. I don't know where you put it.
Billy.
What? I wasn't going for hillbilly.
Well, I don't know where you put it.
That's not what I said. Yeah, okay. What we need here is a chocolate bar. Like a Twix.
The Twix.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, sure, George.
Okay,
Just
it's the first time I ever tried an Obama. I'm not that. No, I can't do a Trump. I can't do an. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try it now.